And that was the day I stared into the face of true fear. Hello everyone, I am ThirdMarioBrother, and I do not trust this slowpoke. I'm watching you, buddy. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. In the last episode, we took down the Azalea Town gym leader, Bugsy, the walking bug-type Pokemon encyclopedia, and were rudely interrupted thereafter by our rival Luke, who thinks he can just walk up in here and cut us off as we're trying to show off the area we'll be exploring in this episode, which is Ilex Forest. So, given the delay that we experienced last time, let's hop straight into the episode right now, but not before getting some tips from our friendly neighborhood forest ranger. Ilex Forest is big. Be careful. Don't get lost. You know what? Thank you so much for that. I was planning on getting lost, but now that you've given me the advice, I don't think I will. How are you doing? The forest is watched over by its protector. Stay out of mischief. And so we shall as we head into the Ilex Forest, which has a really cool looking title card right there. And if you're familiar at all with Pokemon, you'll know that this place is definitely littered with wild Pokemon left and right. So let's put up a repel before we start on our adventure. And get immediately interrupted by somebody else.
Oh man, my boss is going to be angry. The Farfetch'd that cut trees for charcoal took off in the forest. Can you catch them for me? Farfetch'd have sensitive ears. If you step on a branch, they will face towards you. That's your chance. Sneak up from behind and catch them. Do you think you can do that?
Do you think that you can do that, man? Have you even tried yet? Well, here we go, doing somebody else's favor for them once again, but I am feeling magnanimous today. And as you step on these branches, these Farfetch'd are going to face toward us. I have no idea who gave this guy position as head caretaker of the Farfetch'd if he can't seem to catch them himself, but that's not our decision. Instead, let's just grab this one and bring it back to him.
Wow, you found a Farfetch'd. Thank you. But there is one more missing. If you step on a branch, it will face that way, remember? That's your chance to catch it.
Sneak up on... You told me that just one moment ago, but we've got one Farfetch'd, and there is indeed one more hiding out here in the forest. So, let's be quick about this and go find it. Use one more repel, though, because I still don't really want to deal with wild Pokemon. I've dealt with plenty of them recently, considering... Ooh, a revive. That is very nice. But considering that I actually trained up the Scrambler quite a bit, and Lamb Chop a little bit, not quite as much, but, so, looks like we can't really get him from here. Yeah, so we're gonna have to scare him off to another place, and then possibly, reach him from his backside, because you cannot actually grab these things if, you approach them from the side. So, let's go ahead and hit this pile right here. Walk around him and repel wore off, but I believe we can do it. I think we can. I know we can. And yes, we did. We caught the second Farfetch'd, who's telling us Qua, because apparently he's not very fond of this, before it noticed us.
Wow, you got me both of them. Thank you so much. My boss's Pokemon won't obey me because I don't have a badge. Phew, you saved me.
Ah, that makes sense. Perhaps I was not correct in questioning that earlier. Ah, my Far and Fetched. Far and Fetched. The most creative names ever. Own two Zubat, call them Zoo and Bat. Two Totodile, call them Toto and Dial. Oh man. You found them for us, kid. Without them, we wouldn't be able to cut trees for charcoal. Thanks, kid. Now, how can I thank you? I know. Here, take this. And we get HM01, which is required for completing this game, and it contains Cut. That's the HM Cut. Teach that to a Pokemon to clear small trees. Of course, you have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it, and luckily we already have that gym badge. In fact, we're going to go ahead and teach Cut to a Pokemon right now, and you might be saying, all you have are main team Pokemon on your team, Brian. What are you doing? Well, that, my friend, is where the magic of editing comes in, because off-screen, I caught us a Bellsprout, and I named it Liberty, because I am just that clever. And this thing actually works reasonably well as a HM and TM slave because it can learn Flash as well, and maybe some other ones, I'm not entirely sure, but I know it can learn Cut and Flash, so it will be useful at least for a little while, and I love the Cut animation in this game. Ooh, what is this? Ilex Forest Shrine. It's a tribute to the forest's protector. Well, that is very pretty and very mysterious. Perhaps we will return to this in the future. Perhaps. For now, though, let's put up a repel and make sure no wild Pokemon smack us in the face. Instead, we're going to follow the Scrambler on up here. Trainer tips. Ilex Forest is so overgrown with trees that you can't see the sky. Watch out for items that may have been dropped. I believe that's referencing the fact that there are a bunch of hidden items around here. For example, immediately after they put that sign, how obvious could they have been about that, man? A giant L-shaped, like, inlet in the trees. Not really an inlet, but, you know what I'm saying. There's an item there, and they were really obvious about it. So, all these trees can be headbutted, and that guy down there will teach your Pokemon the move Headbutt. And headbutting a tree will allow you to catch certain wild Pokemon that, some of them can be very rare. Like, I believe you can catch Heracross in that way, for example. So, yeah, you can go down there and learn Headbutt. I'm not sure I want to learn it quite yet, at least not at the very moment, but we'll keep that in mind. If you guys have any suggestions, as always, tell me them. But hello, Kimono Girl back from Violet City. How are you doing?
Kimono girl, lost and all alone. Poor girl lost in the dark Ilex forest. What? You remember me from Violet City? You must be imagining. Anyway, will you show me how to get out of this forest?
Sure, why not?
You will? Aren't you lost in the forest as well? How do you know how to get out of here?
Scrambler, what are you doing? Scrambler, don't leave! Wait! He's showing her the way out of here? You were born literally yesterday, Scrambler. How the heck do you know the way out of here? The only place you know well is the inside of the egg you were born from, man. Get back over here, you clown. Probably leading her to, like, certain death or something, but...
Wow, are you going to show me how to get out? You are such a smart Pokemon.
I'll say.
See you.
Well, bye. You're welcome. Jeez, didn't even say thanks to me or the Scrambler. That is ridiculous. But we have helped a pretty young Kimono Girl out. We've grabbed ourselves an ether, whatever you want to call it, and we are just about out of this forest as well. There's no item here, is there? Nope. Instead, just headbuttable trees. And we can walk on out of this dank, dark Ilex forest. And instead, ooh, a Butterfree. I forgot this was here. Why am I so excited about this? I don't know. But it is free, and how are you doing?
Oh, honey, you're making a Pokedex? You must be battling all kinds of Pokemon. Try using this TM for a change.
And we get ourselves the TM12.
It's Taunt. Use it and the target Pokemon can only use moves that do damage to your Pokemon for a while.
And that move, Taunt, basically makes your opponent's Pokemon really, really mad by, like, waggling a finger at it or taunting it in general, I guess. And it's useful for preventing opponents' Pokemon from setting up, but within the games themselves and not a competitive setting, I feel like it's not all that useful. From time to time it might be, but it's not very often you'll get set up on with a bunch of swords dances. So really, Taunt's more useful competitively than it is in-game, in my opinion.
Grandpa!
Hey look, it's Lyra! We haven't seen you in like 2-3 towns. Where you been, buddy?
Good work, Grandpa. The Pokemon you raised for me has been as healthy as can be. You look fit, too.
Grandpa's been working out, man.
Hi, Brian. Let me introduce you. This is Brian. He's a trainer. He seems to be getting better at raising Pokemon.
Well, not as good as you, Grandpa, of course. You want to go, Grandpa? Let's fight right here. Oh, man.
Follow me, Brian.
Well, see you, Grandpa. Nice meeting you. He didn't say a single word to us the whole time. I get the feeling he doesn't like us. Maybe because we just challenged him to a fight, but whatever.
Grandma, let me introduce my friend. This is Brian. Aha, this is your boyfriend. I see.
Whoa, 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 Grandma. Slow down there.
What? Grandma, what are you talking about? He just happens to live nearby. I know. Since you brought him here, Lyra, you must be sure about his talent. Right, Brian? Come and see us anytime.
Well, I better go now. See ya!
Oh, I almost forgot. Here, this is my Pokegear number.
And we register Lyra in the Pokegear. Grandma's getting awfully suspicious over there.
You know you can talk to your Pokemon as they follow you? They do all sorts of cute stuff on the road and in towns. I'm taking notes every time they do funny things. Give me a call and I'll share some of them with you. Grandma! Don't you say anything. We are both trainers and we are supposed to exchange numbers. That's all.
Oh man, Lyra, Grandma did not say a single thing. She's just staring with those, like, really, She looks like she's asleep behind the counter, but she was just sleeping there, taking her old lady nap like she does, and you were all suspicious that she was thinking something. But this is the Pokemon daycare. You can bring your Pokemon here, and these guys will train them for you while you're off on your adventure, and you can breed Pokemon in this way, and hello, sir.
I have an idea. I'll give you our numbers, and you can check the Pokemon we raise for you.
And we register the daycare man, and I suppose, in an auxiliary way, the daycare lady. But yeah, they will level you. Oh, wow. We get her directly as well. But they will level your Pokemon up for you while you're off on your adventure. So you don't have to worry too much about what your Pokemon are doing. Like, if you have something really low, if I wanted to level up Liberty for whatever reason, which I don't, because I'm not planning on using it on the team, I could leave it here, and it would get trained while we are away. But, how you doing, Mr. Police Officer? I'm on patrol for suspicious individuals. Okay, cool, good for you. That makes me feel really safe about the town I'm entering, which is going to be not on this sign, apparently. This is Goldenrod City, probably my very favorite, like, urban sort of setting in any Pokemon game. Every game has one of these. Celadon City in Fire Red and Leaf Green, for example, or Lily Cove City in Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, but Goldenrod City probably takes the cake as far as my favorite goes, just because of all of its features. It's a beautiful place, amazing music, and everything makes it wonderful.
This is one big town. I don't know where anything is, so I decided to come to the most obscure back alleyway with absolutely nothing in it to take a break.
Alright, man. Get off your bike in the tunnel. Whoa, we don't have a bike. We aren't that fancy. And that does indeed tip us off to the fact that you can find yourself a bike here in Goldenrod City. So that's going to be perhaps our first order of business. I don't know. Maybe we could go exploring, though, and just check out the environment, because that's something I like to do in Pokemon games.
When I use an item on my Pokemon, it acts really glad.
Don't get mad. Get glad. Use super potions. I don't know.
If you treat your Pokemon nicely, they will love you in return. Oh, let me see your Pokemon. It's friendly towards you.
Looks sort of happy. Ooh, apparently this is the friendship raider of this game, which is actually quite important for a Togepi trainer like myself. I keep losing in battles, and my Pokemon end up fainting. Maybe that's why my Pokemon don't like me much. Jeez, a match made in heaven right here. Let's go ahead and get out of here and explore some of the rest of the town. What is this? The bike shop Goldenrod branch? The world is a cycling path, and I'm going to make it my cycling path. Let's get in here. And this is not in the most ideal location for sales, man. You gotta get out on Main Street if you want to sell yourself some bikes. I opened a branch here, but I can't sell my bicycles. Why is that? Could you ride a bicycle and advertise it for me? Free bike that costs millions of dollars in other regions. All I have to do is ride it. Sounds like one heck of a deal to me. Really? Great! Give me your name and phone number and I'll loan you a bicycle. Oh, there's always some catch to it, but this guy will give you a free bicycle just for the name and phone number, and we can go ahead and register this so that we can ride around on it. This is one of the other most useful items in any Pokemon game ever because it is just so dang convenient. Let's go ahead and register that, and with that we can use the Y button to get on our bike anytime. And we don't have an acro bike and a mock bike in this game. Instead, we've just got the one standard vanilla bike to work with, which is fine by me because it is fast as heck and makes this all so painless.
Is that man in black dressed up like a Team Rocket member? How silly!
Team Rocket member, you say? Oh god, those guys are scary. I don't want to deal with them. Before we take care of that, let's check out some of the other features of the town real quick. Right here, we've got the Name Raider. So, we can change our Pokemon's nicknames from here on out. So, whenever we catch a new party member, you guys can leave nickname suggestions in the comments, and I will look over them and choose the best one, perhaps. But here is the Goldenrod City Pokemon Gym with its leader, Whitney, the incredibly pretty girl. What a thing to be known for if you're a Pokemon Gym leader.
The gym leader, Whitney, went flying by saying, "I have got to get a radio card."
So we can't take on the Goldenrod City Gym quite yet. What's this? The Goldenrod Flower Shop, a small shop providing lots of beauty. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. I mean, I haven't had any allergic reactions to something in a while. I'm way overdue. How's it going?
Apparently, there is an odd tree on Route 36. They say it dances when you water it.
Oh, of course not. This is a flower shop, so we do have watering cans and things like that. But I cannot let you have one. It's too dangerous. I could do some real damage with a watering can. I see where you're coming from.
Well, maybe if you manage to defeat the Goldenrod Gym Leader, it might be okay. So,
after we defeat the Goldenrod Gym Leader, we can come to this building and obtain ourselves a watering can. That's exactly what I set out on this Pokemon journey for, a watering can. Oh man, ridiculousness at its finest. Sometimes a healthy Pokemon may be unable to use its moves. If that happens, heal it at a Pokemon Center or use an item. What do you have to say? Once while I was battling, my Pokemon couldn't use any moves. PowerPoints, PP, yeah, these guys are generally just other sort of tutorial kind of stuff to help you out on your journey. For now, let's head down to that radio tower and see if we can get ourselves a radio card. Sorry about that, but let's go ahead and get a radio card ourselves.
So this is the radio tower. What do you want, you pest? Scram!
He shouted intimidatingly. But let's hop into the radio tower now and find ourselves a radio card. Whoa, look at that hair. That is awesome looking.
Hi, my name is Whitney. I heard about the quiz to win a radio card, so I came here to get one. But this quiz is so hard.
Well, let's see if she is right. We have a special quiz campaign. Answer 5 questions correctly in a row to win a radio card. When you load it into the Pokegear, you will be able to listen to the radio anytime, anywhere. Would you like to try our quiz? Whoa, radio anywhere? That is the future. But let's go ahead and take this quiz. I'm actually not entirely sure of all the answers here, so let's see how well we fare. Can you check the town map with your Pokegear? Duh. Do I look like a 10-year-old? Don't answer that. Nidorina can only be female. True? True indeed. It's Nidorina and Nidorino. And that is not the answer. I was going to try to make a no pun, but I'm just not feeling it today, dude. I don't know. Kurt, the Pokeball creator, uses apricots as ingredients. I remember this question. That always gets me. Half the time I say yes, because duh, he uses apricots. I've been collecting them all game. But no, it's apricorns. Apricorns he uses. Not apricots, it's apricorns. And that is the dirtiest question in this quiz. The 4th question. It's impossible to use a TM on Magikarp. Yeah, that guy doesn't know what the heck he's doing. One more question to go. In Oak's popular show, Pokemon Talk, is he on with Marie? I have no idea. Sure. No? I got it wrong. No, dang it. Oh, man. That's always the one I don't remember, because I'm not especially good with names in Pokemon games. But let's do this one more time. Okay, apparently he's not on with Marie. And with that, bingo, you got it, congratulations, here's your prize, a radio card, which is now loaded onto the Pokegear, allowing us to listen to the jammin' tunes of the radio anytime that we like.
Wow, you did it! I thought the answer to the 3rd question was surely apricots.
Man, you and I are in the same boat, Whitney. We are on the same wavelength. Jeez.
Oops, it's time to go back to the gym.
And there she goes. With that, we have reminded a lazy gym leader that she is missing out on her job. She's playing hooky right now, but she is back at the gym, and we could go take her on right now, I suppose, if we wanted, but there are some other things that I want to get out of the way first. First and foremost, we've got a tunnel over here. Get off your bike in the tunnel. So unfortunately, we cannot use our newfound bike here, but instead we can encounter a very cute-looking Pillow. And Lyra.
Hi, Brian. You're just in time. When you follow this tunnel, you'll see a dress-up shop. That's where your Pokemon can put on accessories to dress up and take pictures. By the way, here's the fashion case. Did you say you want it? I knew it. This is a present from me. Man, I haven't taken this hat off in like 3 years, Lyra. Do I look like a guy who cares about fashion? Keep accessories in the fashion case, okay? I should get going. See ya! Well, thank you very much for that, and we can try that down here. However, I'm not especially interested in it at the moment, rather. Let's go ahead and do a battle, because we haven't done a battle all video, and it's like 20 minutes long right now.
I think you have some rare Pokemon with you. Let me see them.
So yeah, let's get a couple battles knocked out of the way, and then I will show you guys what we are down here to do. This Pokemaniac Donald is going to send out a Slowpoke, which is a little bit unfortunate because we actually can't do very much to this thing with our Scrambler, so let's switch out to Lambchop. And yeah, the Scrambler is now level 16. Lambchop is level 14. I can't quite remember what level she was in the last episode. I think it was 13. But Lambchop is 14, Scrambler is 16, and the reason our levels are still a little bit, like, lopsided is because there is something quite important happening to our Pokemon very, very soon that I wanted to include on camera. And this guy's gonna yawn on us. Oh boy. Wait, if I knock this Pokemon out, will I be able to switch out before I fall asleep? That is my question. I really hope that's a yes, because otherwise, this is going to be an awkward couple of turns. There we go, 115 experience for both of these Pokemon, and Lambchop falls asleep. Well, that answers my question at the very least, so he's going to send in another Slowpoke. Oh my, oh my. Well, I guess we've got Gatorade to go out to. Gatorade does have that bite. He is rocking that dark-type jaw, man. I love that snaggletooth coming out, like, the way back of his mouth. That's amazing. Go ahead and bite this thing, Gatorade. Get it off the field. It's going to have a Mega Evolution in a couple turns if you don't take this thing out. So, there we go. 232 experience for Gatorade, and we defeated our first Pokemaniac. Ugh, I lost. That makes me sad or mad or some other adjective ending in ad that I didn't see because apparently I don't read quickly enough. And now Lamb Chop's asleep. Absolutely fantastic. Do we have... Yes, we have one awakening. Oh, lucky us, lucky us. Let's wake that thing up. And let's go ahead and avoid one battle. This is the dress-up place, by the way, where you can dress up your Pokemon. I'm not interested in this right now, but perhaps later we will be. And this is very empty looking. Dang it, I wanted to get a miscellaneous service that I don't know what it is. How are you doing, though, fine sir? Welcome to the Pokemon Salon. I'm the younger and less expensive of the two haircut brothers. Spruce up your Pokemon for just 300 Pokédollars. Grooming gives a better look. Your Pokemon will become friendlier and more beautiful. So, how about it? So, this is the less expensive of the hair salon dudes. I'm looking for high quality. I'm looking for high class. So, where's the more expensive of you, man? My Pokemon just got a haircut. I'll show you how strong it is. I think you got your, cause and effect mixed up there a little bit, buddy, because I don't think hair has all that much bearing on strength, but yeah, Licky Tongue doesn't even have any hair. What did he cut off? Like one single strand of peach fuzz or something? I don't understand you, man. You totally just got scammed. You totally just got scammed. You ran up there, he pretended to snip the scissors behind Licky Tongue's head for a little bit, and then he let your dude out, and we did absolutely no damage to this thing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and be that guy. Let's yawn this real quick, and then we'll hit it with a sweet kiss, and then we'll see what he thinks about battling the Scrambler. Oh man, I probably should just switch out actually, and in fact I will do that because I don't want to deal with a confused Scrambler that's doing almost no damage. So let's go out to Gatorade, a physical attacker. Since our special attack there did 0 damage, I assume this thing is less physically defensive, which is really just sort of a shot in the dark because I don't know anything about Lickitung's stats, but is going to bed anyway. It's so tired after that so grueling haircut, quote unquote, it just did. Wish you guys could see me right now doing all these expressive air quotes, this sarcasm in the air, but there we go. Took that thing out and defeated Pokemaniac Isaac. Ooh, you don't have to imitate Pokemon growls too, dude. That's just kind of weird. Mother, what's up? Hello? Oh, hi, Brian. How are you? I found a useful item while shopping, so I bought it with your money. Sorry, but I asked the delivery man to take it to you, so you should stop by the nearest Pokemon or department store and pick it up. I know it'll be useful. Well, thanks, Mom. You're always looking out for us, man. With that, let's go ahead. Wait, this over here is... Yes, it's that thing. Just making sure I know where I'm at. Let's go ahead and get our Scrambler a haircut, because I guess if that Lickitung is doing it, it must be the thing that all the cool kids are into these days. So, let's cut our Pokemon's hair, even though it doesn't have any hair. Scrambler, get in there. You're gonna look absolutely fabulous after this for the price of only 300 Pokédollars. There we go, all done. Scrambler looks a little happier. Oh, he wasn't saying that, that's just how it is. How you feeling after that, Scrambler? Scrambler is poking at garbage. No, you just got cleaned up, man. Come on, why? Why you gotta touch all these dirty things when you're looking nice and snazzy and clean? I just don't understand. I just don't understand. Let's take on one more trainer, and I believe that will do it for this episode.
I got booted out of the game corner. I kept winning at this new coin game, and they thought I was cheating.
Counting cards, I assume? What kind of a trainer are you? Yeah, you're a super nerd, man. You were counting cards. You were using that Robo Pikachu down there to tell you what was in your opponent's hands and stuff. I am not down for that. You deserve exactly what came to you. I'm speaking preemptively. I have no idea what was going on in reality, so perhaps I'm a little bit too quick to judge. I just remembered. Oh, man. A couple episodes ago, I tried to raise my text speed to fast and change the color of the frame, and I failed at doing so because I forgot to hit the confirm button. And in the comments, I've been telling people, oh yeah, I'll do that next episode for about 400 years now, but I'm going to do that right now after this. For all of you who have been screaming at me this entire episode because the text speed is still slow and the frame is still that boring gray, I'll do that right now. Don't worry. There's probably about a 60% chance I'm going to forget to do it right after this battle, but I swear I will do it by the end of this episode. So, the Scrambler is doing all kinds of work right now, taking out Grimer's left and right, taking almost no damage. He did get poisoned, but that's fine. We've got a bunch of antidotes in the bag, so we don't have to worry about that. Instead, we can just extrasensory this thing, and Grimer is, like, gone. Is that what it sounds like? I feel like that's what it sounds like. Oh my gosh, Pokemon calls in the Pokemon anime are probably the most ridiculous but hilarious thing ever. My favorite might be Electabuzzes. I don't know. Maybe Krabbies. It's so difficult to choose, but there we go. Super Nerd Eric is done, and he's grumbling. I wouldn't be grumbling, man. Look at that Robo Pikachu you have. I would kill to have that thing.
I guess I have to do things fair and square.
So we've taught Super Nerd Eric a valuable lesson, and I almost forgot to do the thing that I just said about 100 times I was going to do, and change our text speed for good this time. Where's that red frame? There we go. Confirm. Is it done? Is it done? Hold on. We're gonna have to talk to this guy real quick to make sure it's done. There we go! Look at that fast text speed. Oh, that feels so much better. And the red frame. Everything is personalized. Everything is to my liking. Our Pokemon is dying from poison, so we should probably heal it. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon HeartGold. I'd like to thank you all very, very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And if you did, a like down below the video would be very, very much appreciated. So, in the next episode of Pokemon HeartGold, we will be taking on the Goldenrod City Pokemon Gym, which is the normal type gym. And yes, it's that one that everybody has been waiting for, that everybody dreads. We will take on Whitney, the incredibly pretty girl, or whatever she was called. So, thank you all very much once again for watching, and I will see you guys then.